So it looks like Pumpkin and Phoebes are doing their usual. Phoebe's got a bit too rough for Aria and Jude, so they don't play much with her anymore. But Pumpkin obliges. But I was really proud of Raven yesterday morning, and I didn't film it. But she played with Phoebe for a good 10 minutes, and it was good play, you know. But I think the fact that Phoebe will play rougher now, and she's kind of got used to Raven's noises. Raven just makes noises when she plays, like quite growly noises, where like dogs that aren't used to her might think there's more behind it. Ravenclaw! Raves! Raven! Raven! Why did that take how many repetitions of your name, Ravenclaw? Ah, good girl. Raves! Raven! You were rubbish. She says, I'm busy, Mummy. Where are the birdies, Raves? You're gonna find the birdies. She likes to find the birdies. Come on in, you lot. Stop grazing like bloody cows. Yeah, not got a ton planned. I need to do like some training stuff, but it's meant to rain tomorrow. So I figure I may as well wait for the rain than but use up a dry day for training. Might still fit in a bit of training, but I think the plan is to get reasonable walks in for everyone today. On the last of the blackberries. They're not so good anymore. A lot of them have died off, but they're still thinking they're going to pick us some. See, a lot of them have gone over, died off, or dropped off. There might be one or two here. Let me find one for my, oops. Yeah, not brilliant. I think that's a good one for Judith, the Blackberry Queen. You guys are silly. Oh God, Dad. I think there is another one for you. It's a tiny one. No, it's not ready. Yeah. Past the peaks time for blackberries. Oh, I got a thorn in my stomach. I got it out. So, didn't film any of the first walk. Okay, Pod. Good boys. Went with Debbie, with Disney, Zeus, and Daisy, the Chihuahua. Yeah, I just chatted. So I didn't film it. But yeah, anyway, my phone has pinged me to say fitness goal reached, and I'm only the first part, the second walk, so it's good because I need to lose weight. So I'm not too worried. So Helen brought up the point of, you know, saying to me like to make sure Cord isn't doing too much. And I know what she's getting at, because you see a lot of dogs that are quite sour in the ring because that's all they really do. And if all Pod did was show, if he showed, you know, every weekend, a couple of shows in the week or whatever, and that was it, I'd agree with her. But like, he does a lot, but he does a lot of varied things. So he enjoys training, and he does trick training, which he really loves and gets into. We work on our obedience intermingled with trick training so that we both don't get bored because just obedience is a bit boring. You like to what we do. I mean, the heel stuff, the proper obedience dogs do is really cool. Carriage dog training isn't often, and he really enjoys that. To be honest with you, he don't really mind showing. I mean, out of the walking, the training, the carriage dog stuff, probably I would say showing is maybe his least favourite. But that doesn't mean he's not enjoying himself either, you know. And I think that's the key to a happy dog. They like doing things, but they like doing different things. Like, we go on different walking routes and tracks often so that we don't get bored of the same one. But it is still cool seeing him on The Voice doing that ad. The amount of people who contacted me about it as well. It's really cool, like, it's lush. And it was, you know, it took some training. I think I had 3 weeks to prep for it. And, you know, he's still just rising too. You know, he's about a fortnight off being 2 years of age. And that was his second ever filming job. You know, the carriage dog training, that was his first time doing an endurance drive behind the carriage. He'd only ever done obedience lessons, and he goes and just knocks it out of the park. You know, he is just such a cool dog, and like, he gets compliments everywhere he goes, because the pod you see up here is the pod you get on set, is the pod you get at a show, is the pod you get carriage dog training. You know, he doesn't get more or less wound up for different things. He's pod everywhere, and that's what makes him so good. He's so reliable. You know, Aria will chuck a show class being silly and being over enthusiastic about throwing loads of different tricks at me and stuff. Pod never does. Okay, sometimes he's a little bit more energetic in the ring, but he never throws a class doing something he shouldn't be doing. And I just love him. I just love him. And he's a cuddle, snuggly bunny in the house as well. Plays nicely with the other dogs. He's just lushness. Right, I'm gonna stop because this looks like slippery. Like I'm gonna fall over. I haven't been on this track in a while because I'll be doing work at like the base of this track. So it's been a bit hard. Well, not hard, it's just I've gone other ways. Because in the week they're working with machines and stuff. And yeah, it's just easier.